from a couple of yards deep. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Leaves it with the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the ground with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pen their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. With the catch, it's Williams. Turning on the Jets. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it through.
Max going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Completes it in the middle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least missed a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun on third down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's open on the right. They'll immediately call timeout. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Creates a little space. To the 15. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off play action. Extending the play. It's complete! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Alabama 14, Texas 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. And the returner will be knocked down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man to the left. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Using the quick game. He gets it in! Touchdown, Longhorns! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Runs through a tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. snake eyes. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
14, Texas, 7.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
6-9-1, Gator score. Dino.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down.
Yankee blue.
Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That's reeled in, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
Rush is on him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Finds his tight end. He's loose. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. On second and goal, he carries again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're going to throw it on third and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you, so I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down, so you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or you go for 2. You go for the win. You try to take the lead. That is a you decision.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab right down the middle. Off to the races. He's at the touchdown tie. They move on top here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. And coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to hit the extra point and make it a touchdown game. And there might be 2 more plays left. The kickoff, maybe 1 more snap of the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's going up top here late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.